Right, and welcome back, guys. New day, absolutely new lecture, and absolutely new marks you will score if you listen till the end of this lecture. If you're looking at GST and you're wondering how do we deal with ITC, I've got a brilliant chapter and a brilliant shortcut for you in the next few minutes. Welcome to SMAT and welcome to SMAT Quickies. As you know, Quickies will simplify a complex topic and help you get a lot of marks in your exam. This one today is on GST. Whether you're at CA Inter or whether you're at CA Final, for both of them, guys, how do you utilize the input tax credit? Input tax credit is like the money that you have in your pocket. How do you use it to pay your bills, that is your liabilities, that we will see right away in the next few minutes. So be here and listen till the end. Here we go, guys. All right, so let's try and do what are we trying to do, guys? We're trying to do utilization of ITC. You have input tax credit, congratulations. But how do you utilize it? That I'm going to help you with a very brilliant shortcut. Here we go. Guys, first up, whatever ITC that you have, please write it down. So you'll have some opening balance of ITC. Let's say this is IGST. I always write IGST first, then there is CGST, and then there is SGST. I'm not writing GST compensation cess just now because that we can include always later. So let's see, there's an opening balance. Let's say IGST has an opening balance of 1 lakh. CGST also has an opening balance of 1 lakh, but SGST, poor guy, does not have a very good opening balance, let's say of 60,000. Then during the month, guys, if you buy something, if you buy any inputs or input services or capital goods, you know this will add to your ITC. So let's add 20,000 here. Let's also add 20,000 here, and let's also add 20,000 here. For some reason, your inputs, if they are within the state, intrastate, interstate, you've got some more ITC. So this totals up to be 1 lakh 20. This again totals up to be 1 lakh 20. And again, this totals up to be 80,000 rupees. Guys, this is your ITC, which should get you happy because this is like the money in your pocket. This is like the money in your pocket. Now, let's go to the liability side. As you know, whenever you supply goods or you supply services, you will charge GST and you have to pay it to the government, and that becomes your liability. Again, your liability, we will first start with IGST, then we will write CGST, and then we will write SGST. Guys, this liability you can think of as like your bill payments. At the end of every month, you have to pay your phone bills, your electricity bills, your credit card bills. Same way, these are the bills that you need to pay. Let's say IGST has a bill payment of only 40,000. So you have to pay only 40,000 here. CGST, you have to pay 1 lakh rupees. And SGST also you need to pay. Let's say you need to pay 1 lakh 50,000 rupees. How is the number different? I've deliberately kept the number different of CGST, SGST. It can happen that the numbers are different, but let's not get into that case. I want to give you a scenario where the numbers, I want to challenge your scenario, and hence I've given different numbers, guys. But the concept, whatever numbers you take, the concept remains the same. So these are the bills, guys. You have to keep in mind that these are like your bills that you need to pay, and this is like the money you have to pay the bills. I'm giving you a shortcut which will be very helpful in the exam, and I will also give you sections in the end, and I will also solve an examination question to help you get 8 marks in your exam, guys. Out of indirect taxes of 40 marks, I'll get you 8 marks right with this discussion in a few minutes. So these are the bills that you need to pay: 40,000, 1 lakh, and 1 lakh 50. These are the bills that you need to pay. And you have credits, you have money of 1 lakh 20, 1 lakh 20, and 80,000. First, guys, you need to exhaust. The first thing that you need to do is exhaust your IGST. So this is my first focus. I'm writing 1 year because this is my first focus. So I will take IGST and I will pay my IGST bill, that is 40,000 gone from here. So my IGST bill is paid. I'm putting a small tick mark. That means my IGST bill is completely paid off. I will minus 40,000 here because I've used that 40,000. So I get a balance of 80,000. Now, guys, this 80,000, can I move to CGST and SGST? No, I need to exhaust this 80,000. Guys, the first thing that you need to do, if you have to put steps, the first thing that you need to do is you need to exhaust your IGST. That is what I'm doing right now. I am exhausting my IGST. So first I used 40,000 and now this remaining 80,000. But the question is, should I use it for CGST or should I use it for SGST? And that is where my shortcut comes in. Guys, IGST is like your parent. It's like your parent. And CGST and SGST are the two children. This is like your parent. It could be a mother, it could be a father. This is like your parent, and these CGST and SGST are like the children. So the parent will first use its own money in your house also. Who's paying the bill first, guys? First, your parents pay the bills. So first you use the parents' money, that is you used 1 lakh and you paid the parents' bills. Then the 80,000 that is left, the parents will help the children, Which children they can help? They can help any child, guys. They can help any child, but they will help that child first who needs money. Let's see who's more needy, guys. CGST, you have to pay a bill of 1 lakh, which you can see here. But CGST already has 1 lakh 20. So CGST is that kid who has a lot of money and his bills he can pay himself. He's not needy. But see SGST, guys, SGST is that kid who has a bill of 1 lakh 50, but SGST only has 80,000. So who is more needy, guys? SGST is more needy. So whatever is more needy, you will pay them first. So he needs 70,000. There's a need of 70,000 because his bill is 1 lakh 50. He has only 80,000. So you can help him. So first 70,000 you have to help him. But what if you want to pay the entire 80? You can pay the entire 80 also because CGST does not need you. The other kid does not need you. Guys, so the entire 80 also you can use and you can pay it here only because you need to exhaust this first. So this 80,000 is completely used now. So IGST is completely exhausted and I've used it to pay SGST. How did I decide? For first, you have to remember, guys, the parents' money will be used first. So IGST will be first exhausted. Then how will it use it? First, you use it to pay IGST and then you use it to pay that, you help that kid which is more needy. Your SGST is more needy. So you paid 80,000 towards SGST. What if both the kids were needy? If both the kids were needy, then you will pay to both of them and you will satisfy their need. If you can't satisfy the need, then you'll help them equally if you can't satisfy the need. But guys, if one is not at all in need, like CGST was not at all in need, then you will only help the one who is in need. So 80,000 here. So 70,000 is left. Now, guys, is IGST exhausted? Yes, IGST is exhausted. So now you can move to the two children. Let's see, guys, SGST has to pay a bill of 70. It has already 80,000. So it will use 70 and it will pay off its bill. So guys, even CGST is paid off. Sorry, SGST is also paid off. 70,000 used. What about the remaining 10,000? The remaining 10,000 will be taken to the next month. I'm just putting in the box. You will take it to the next month. And what about CGST? CGST is that child who has a lot of money. So out of the 1,20,000 that it has, it will use 1 lakh. It will use 1 lakh to pay off the bill here. And this CGST bill is also now paid. So 20,000 remains, and what will happen to that? That will be carried forward to the next month. So guys, repeating again, first think of IGST as your parent, SGST and CGST as the children. First, the IGST, the parent will pay its own bill, and then if it has money remaining, it will pay CGST or SGST if they are needy. What if both of them are needy? You help both of them. What if only one is needy? You help that person. What if none of them are needy? Then you can distribute it in any manner, does not matter. Then, but first you need to exhaust IGST completely. Once you exhausted IGST, then you will focus on the children. The children pay their own bill. And guys, one more thing that you need to notice and you need to know that these children don't talk to each other. That means if instead of 1 lakh 50, I'm just changing the number, guys, now. If instead of 1 lakh 50, I'm just changing the number for 1 second. If instead of 1 lakh 50, this was 1 lakh 75,000. And IGST could only help till 80, let's say 1 lakh 80,000. And IGST could only help for 80,000. So the balance would be 1 lakh. And SGST only had 80,000 to help. So you use the entire 80,000. Still 20,000 is remaining. So can it take help from CGST? No, it cannot take because they don't talk to each other. They are two children who don't talk to each other. So all I'm trying to tell you is a parent can help any child who's needy. Help the needy one first. If both are needy, help both equally. If both are not needy, you can do anything you want, doesn't matter. And guys, once you've exhausted IGST, only then you go to CGST and SGST. And CGST and SGST don't talk to each other. I'm going back to my original numbers. In original numbers, I had used 70,000 here and I had a balance of 10,000, which is carried forward. And this is not my original number. Guys, now back to sections. All sections are of CGST and IGST. All sections are of CGST and IGST Act. Guys, first up, section 49A. Section 49A says that first you need to exhaust IGST. Only after that. So A is saying that first exhaust IGST, only after that. A is for after, only after that you can go to CGST and SGST. And section 49B says that there is no proper order to be followed. Help the needy, help the beggar. Whoever is the beggar, whoever is the needy, beggar is a very bad term to use, but B for beggar, whoever is the needy, help that person and move ahead. And guys, this same thing is also given in rule 88 of A of the CGST rules. Again, I will repeat guys, a section. Section 49A says that first exhaust IGST and then after that use the other CGST and SGST. 49B says help the beggar, help whoever is needy first, help that child who is needy first, but children cannot help each other. And next, rule 88A says the same thing, that first exhaust IGST and then help the needy. If you understood this, let's go to an examination question and let's see how we get some good marks in an exam question, guys. This is the exam question. This is based on another shortcut that we already know. This is based on another shortcut that we already. Let's look at a really good exam question. I won't be able to write here, but guys, your calculators have to be out for this sum. Quickly, let's first up do this sum. Star Limited, a registered supplier in Karnataka, has provided the following details for supply of one machine. Guys, we're not doing value of supply. There's a shortcut there also, but we're not doing that chapter. But I'm just going to tell you that the list price of the machine, that 80,000 you will add first. So I'm just going to go switch between one thing to the other. Guys, here, let's talk about the liability and then let's talk about ITC. Let's switch one after the other. First up, is the value of supply we are finding out. Star Limited is supplying an asset worth 80,000 rupees. So I've added 80,000. That is the value of supply. Next is tax levied by local authorities. Guys, any tax has to be added because if you remember my shortcut, tax these items in supply. Tax these items in supply. That means tax these items in supply. I'm just writing the shortcut once again for people who are new. Tax these items in supply. Any taxes have to be added, any third party costs have to be added, any indirect expenses have to be added, any interest has to be added, any subsidy received other than from the government has to be added. So let's add all these amounts. So here there is tax levied except GST, the other tax you have to add. So I'm adding 6,000. What else needs to be added, guys? Let's go back to the sum. The sum says there's a discount of 2% on the list price. Guys, list price is 80,000. The discount works out to be 1,600 rupees. So I'm minusing the discount. Any discount which is invoice discount, you can minus. This, guys, all this is from value of supply, which we're not discussing right now, but we're doing this so that we can go to the liability part. Next, packing expenses are 4,000. So packing expenses we will add. I'm adding 4,000 to this. Lack of space, so I'm doing it on the other side. 4,000 I'm adding. And last, Star received 5,000 as subsidy. Guys, this subsidy is already minused in the 80,000. The price of 80,000 is after considering that subsidy. Guys, subsidy needs to be added because if you are getting the subsidy and if you're enjoying the tax, if you're enjoying the money, the government said even I want tax on this. So you will add this and you will minus it and you will get the number. Let's quickly get the number, guys. 80,000 plus 6,000 minus 1,600 plus 4,000 plus 5,000. You will get 93,400. So guys, value of this machine is 93,400. Let's move ahead and let's see what is our liability. We've got the value. Let's see during the month of February, guys, we're doing monthly in GST is always monthly and we're looking at the month of February. Star supplied 3 machines intrastate and 1 machine interstate. All right, so we've come to the liability. There is liability of IGST. There is liability of CGST and SGST. 1 machine is interstate. So 93,400 into, I'm telling the rate because I've already seen the sum. So 93,400 guys into 18%. Interstate means IGST. So 93,400 into 18% is 16,812. Only 1 machine. So that is 16,812. And intrastate, that means guys, within the state, whichever state they are in, I think Karnataka, They've supplied 3 machines. So 93,400 into 3 machines is 2,80,200. And in that there will be CGST and SGST half guys. So in 9%, 9% of that is 25,218 and again 25,218. So guys, for the month of February, your bills have arrived. Your bills are 16,812, 25,818 and 25,218. These are your bills for the month of February. Now let's see guys, what is the credit that you have. Credit also is like the money in your pocket, IGST, first to be exhausted, then CGST, then CGST, and then SGST. These are the three amounts of credit, guys. This is the money in your pocket which you will use to pay your bill. If these are not enough, then you will use cash. Let's go to our sum, guys, back. Star Limited purchased inputs, guys. They have bought some inputs which are intrastate against CGST, SGST of 1,20,000 exclusive of GST. So guys, on 1,20,000, that is the input. Again, 9%, 9%. Why 9%? 9% because it's given in the sum that all taxes are 18% or 99%. So into 9% is 10,800. So 10,800 here and 10,800 here. This is the ITC on the purchases. Plus, we'll have some opening ITC also, guys. The opening ITC is 18,000, 4,000 and 26,000. IGST is 26,000, CGST is 18,000 and 4,000. 26,000, 18,000 and 4,000. Let me just confirm these values. So the total will be 26,000. The total here will be 28,800 and the total here is 14,800. This is the money that you have to pay off your bills. Let's see what is the step 1. Step 1, guys, 49A section. Just removing this and putting the sections, guys. 1 second. Guys, now let's go to the sections. Just confirming the numbers from the book. 1 second. 18,000, 4,000 and 26,000. 18,000, 4,000 and 26,000. Perfect. Guys, now section 49A says first you exhaust your IGST, only after that you go to CGST, SGST. So let's exhaust it, guys. IGST, we have money of 26,000. The bill is only 16,218. So 16,812 I minus. 16,812 I minus. This bill is paid. Congratulations, IGST bill is paid. What is left is 26,000 minus 16,812. So what is left is 9,188. Guys, this is the father, this is the parent. We cannot go to the children first. You have to exhaust this money. Who will you help with this money, guys? Will you help your first kid CGST or the second kid SGST? As you're a parent, you'll help the one which is needy. Section 49B and Rule 88A both say help the needy. So let's see who's the needy, guys. CGST has 25,218 and it has a bill of, it has money of 28,800. So guys, CGST is very rich. 25,000 is the bill, 28,000 approximately has, so he is not needy. What about SGST? SGST has a bill of 25,000 but only 14,800, so you have to help SGST first. So please use the money and help SGST. Why not CGST? Because he doesn't need you. So hence take all the money and use it to pay SGST. So 25,218 minus 9,188 is 16,030. Guys, now this has been exhausted. Congratulations, your step 1, your parents' money is over. Now let's go to the children. So this guy SGST has 14,800 here. Let's use it, 14,800, and we'll put 14,800 here. So that is 16,030 minus 14,800. That gives you 1,230 rupees. Now you still have a bill to pay of 1,230, but your parents have exhausted their money, guys. Parents have no longer any money. Your parents don't have any money. Just 1 second. Your parents now have no money. Oh my God. Just 1 second, guys. Guys, quickly recapping this, guys. So 16,812 is paid off. Out of CGST of 25,218, out of 25,218, we paid off 16,812. The balance was 9,188. Technical difficulty, but doesn't matter, guys. This 9,188 was then used to pay. 9,188 was used to help the child which is need. So 9,188 was completely exhausted. And 25,218 minus 9,188, we got 1630. And this 1630, now that this is exhausted, we'll go to the next steps. Guys, 49A says first exhausted, which we have done. We've held the needy also, 49B. So now we go to the both the children. This has 14,800 rupees. So we'll take 14,800 and we will use it to pay its bill of 14,800. But still, guys, it has a bill. It has a bill of 1230 that is left to pay. Parents have no money. CGST's money is also over. Parents also have no money. Can it go to CGST? No, guys, they don't talk to each other. They don't talk to each other, so they will not help each other. So let's see what can be done of this. Let's go to CGST. CGST has a bill of 25218. So 25218 will be paid, removed from here. 25218 will be paid here. So this bill is also paid. Congratulations, congratulations. What is left here is 28,800 minus 25218 is 3,582. Guys, one child has the money but cannot help the other child. That's how GST law in India is made. But you already know the shortcut. Children don't talk to each other. So 3528 will go and be carried forward to the next month. And what about this 1,230? This has to be paid in cash. This has to be paid in cash. So let's look at the answer, guys. Here what they've asked you to find out is compute the minimum net GST payable in cash. There can be only one answer for this one. And if you see the answer, guys, ultimately how much cash payment you have to make, if you see on the screen, minimum net GST payable in cash is 1,230. That's the same answer that we've got, 1,230. Congratulations, guys. I'm just going to recap the entire thing in the next 2 minutes. Guys, what is it? It's basically how do you utilize it, your ITC. ITC is like the money in your pocket, and liability is like the bill that you get at the end of every month. So first, whose bill is paid first? IGST is paid first, and whose money is used first? The parents' money is used first. Who tells you this? 49A. Exhaust that money. So parents' money is first used to pay the parents' bill, and whatever excess money they have, whom can they help? Which child can they help? They can help any child, whomever they want. They can help any of the children, but whoever is more needy. So whoever is more needy, if both are needy, then divide the money. If only one is needy, pay that person. If none are needy, then you can pay whatever, but you need to exhaust IGST. Only then you go to CGST and SGST. And please remember, guys, CGST and SGST are two children who don't talk to each other. I hope you understood this. This will get you at least 8 marks in the paper, guys. Congratulations. And let's move on to more lectures. Guys, my entire SMAT series of lectures, as well as both my online and offline lectures, if you were to join them, you would understand direct tax, indirect tax, and also international tax with the same level of ease and the same stories that we are doing right now. All the best and see you soon.